In this video, I'm going to conduct a live website audit. Now what I mean by that is we got a lot of customers who, we need to set up their Google Ads campaigns for. But before we delve straight into creating their Google Ads campaign, what we want to make sure is that is their website ready to convert the traffic that we're going to bring to the website into customers. Because you can bring all the traffic that you want to, searching for the right keywords, you can have the best optimized website in the world. But if your website is not ready to convert those visitors into conversions, in other words, into leads or sales or inquiries or bookings, whatever your website might be, then you might as well not conduct the Google Ads campaign. So what we do as in our agency is that whenever we take on a customer, the first thing that we do is we look at the website. Is it ready to convert the traffic into customers? If it's not, we give our clients recommendations. The other option that we've got is that we build them custom landing pages. So in this video, what I'm going to show you is a very quick audit that we do on websites with a customer who has given me permission to take this video and upload it onto YouTube so that I can show you guys the general steps that we take when conducting a website audit to convert these website visitors into paying customers. So let's get on with the show, and before we do, my name is Ajay Dhunna. I'm a Google Ads specialist. I've been running Google Ads for the best part of 20 years. What I'd love you to do is, the other day I was looking at my statistics, my YouTube statistics that is, and what I found is that only about 15% of people who regularly watch this video, because I can see there's a lot of return visitors, are actually subscribed to my channel. So why don't you do me a favor and subscribe to this channel, because I do my best to create awesome content for you guys to help your business grow, to get you more leads, more inquiries flowing into your business. So do hit that subscribe button, and at the same time there'll be a link below. Get hold of a copy of my book called How to Win Customers with Google Ads, and what the book will do is it will show you how you can build profitable Google Ads campaigns, cutting out all the guesswork right from day one. So let's get on with the show. So here's the website, and it's called eicrcert.co.uk, and this is the first draft that the customer has given to me to say, hey, take a look at our website and see what you think of it from a conversion perspective. So what I'm going to do is I'll start from the top and I'll work my way down, and my initial impression, yeah, it looks nice, clean, and it's got really good menus, so they're quite easily to navigate. And then one quick thing I've noticed is that this email address at the top, it says admin at and then the domain name, but when I look on the bottom left hand corner, when I hover over this, when I look at the bottom left hand corner of the screen, it says info at EICR. So even though over here it says admin, in the actual when you click on it, it will take you to info. So that's one thing that the customer needs to address. I like the fact that they've got a phone number here, and I also like the fact that the phone number is clickable, and so is the email address, which is clickable, because not on every phone will it be clickable, so they've made it clickable. And they've got a good call to action here, which really stands out. Request a call, but we'll request a quote, but we'll take a look at that shortly. Then you come on to the main image here, and clearly you can tell what the website's about. It's about landlord safety certificates, so it's really good. I like that. And also what the client's doing is it's telling us what area they service in, so it's London and M25 area. They've got these icons here. I'm not quite sure what they obviously represent services, so maybe make these a bit more clearer. So maybe even put, like, if this is a gas symbol, put gas in there. If that's electrical, put electrical in it, because it just what it does, it just takes out the guesswork, right? So whatever that is, you really got to work it out. So what you got to do with websites is take out all the guesswork, right? You should assume that your website visitors aren't really up to scratch with all these icons and symbols, so to just take out the guesswork so they instantly know what everything is about. The other thing I do like to see on a top banner is a call to action, right? I know you've got it over here, but but I'd like to see it over here because this is where the focus area is. So on the right hand side or the left hand side, wherever it is, have a call to action, and it could be get a quote, it could be a form, or it could be a button, whatever it is. You need a call to action somewhere along here, so people can just click on it and get in touch with you straight away. Okay, so now they've got about EICR search, so it's telling them a bit about the company. Let me just take a quick glance. So over here, they've re-emphasized the main services, so electrical, gas, fire, which sort of complements this, which I quite like, because not only some people might not want to click on here. When they scroll down, they say, I'm after electrical services. That's quite a nice thing to have on your home page. They could make it a bit more graphical, maybe add an image just to make it aesthetically a bit more pleasing. Testimonials. Okay, so here's a big problem. They haven't really, these are not real testimonials, because on both occasions it says anti-frost, anti-frost. Actually, all of it says anti-frost. The testimonials are exactly the same. The ratings are 5-star rating. So testimonials are meant to give you an element of trust. So it's meant to say, hey, people have used our services, and this is what they think about our services. But in this case, to me, it's doing the opposite, because it sounds like they just created this straight out of the box and put some testimonials there. In terms of images, I mean, not many people put photos on their testimonials, so this clearly are not real testimonials. So it's really important that if you are going to have testimonials, make sure they're genuine, make sure they're real testimonials and not just made at one, because this will create a distrust as opposed to a trust. Now, speaking of trust, one other thing that I find missing within this site is some reviews. You know, I know that a lot of people, when they want to hire a company, they look for reviews like Google reviews or Trustpilot reviews, or there's so many different companies, or FIFA reviews. There's so many different companies, but you need an element of reviews so that not just testimonials, but what people thought of your service, so they can click on it and see what other people are thinking, and then make up their decision as to whether you're a genuine company that they actually want to work with. And at the same time, if you've got any sort of credentials, right, make sure you put them here, because again, it's creating an element of trust. Because this is quite cold. This is right. It's getting firstly into this is who we are. Doing business here, you've got a spelling mistake. Doing business, and that again is creating an element of distrust. And is this really the right place to be putting this? So so far we have provided single meals for more than 70,000 people. Is it? It's great what they're doing, but is it really the right place to put it? I'd say no. I'd say a better place for that would be why use us, or the homepage. Now let's take a look at the contact us call to action. But before I do, let me just take a look at anything else that I'm missing out on. So they've got a phone number there, which is really good. What I also like to do is, I know they've got this call to action here, but as people read on, I like to just remind them, hey, call us, right? So have a call to action again. So don't just assume that because you've got it at the top of the page and you've got it here, people are gonna do it, because sometimes people just need a gentle nudge to say, looking for a free quote. So click here, or a phone number, just to re-prompt them to saying, get in touch with us. They've got the phone number here. They've got the company details, which is really good. They've got the address here, which is really good because it creates a sense of trust again. And then they've got social media. Okay, a few problems with this. So firstly, I'd probably put icons here. So Facebook icon, Twitter and Instagram. And secondly, I can see when I hover over it on the bottom left, it's showing me it's not going anywhere. It's going to a dead page, which again isn't really good. So they've missed out on that. So I'd probably advise them to make sure that each hyperlink actually works. It's good that they've got a repetition of their top services here along the bottom. A copyright That's good as well. I'd probably put their company name here, but that's a small. They take small point. They take card payments over the web, and these are the cards that they support. So all in all, not too bad. Again, room for improvement. So now let's look at the call to actions. So they got the contact us. The contact page, they've got email, phone, and now these are not hyperlinked, so I'll probably hyperlink those. And then you scroll down, full name, email, company they've made mandatory. I'm not really sure whether they need to make it mandatory, because in their particular case, a landlord could just be operating as a sole trader, so they might not really have a company, or they might have just bought another house. So you're trying to reduce your conversion rate here. Subject, take it out. I don't know why website developers or the theme developers normally put this in. I think it's absolutely useless. Take it out, because you want to make that journey as easy as possible to get in touch with you. Message, okay, fine. Hi there, I would like to talk about. Okay, great, not bad. And then here we go, a spelling mistake again, sent message. So they really do need to pay attention to the sent. And then they've got this map here, which is quite random, because it's not even lastminute.com, so it's not even related to where they are based. So again, the testimonials, again, I've spoken about that. They need to address it site-wide. So now, another thing I want to say before I do continue is this website audit, this live website audit, I'm doing on a desktop. Normally what we would do is we'd do the audit on the desktop, and then we do pretty much the same audit on a mobile, because 60% of searches, or plus 60% plus searches, started from a mobile device. So it's really important that not only do you look at what the website looks like on a desktop or a tablet, but also a mobile, which is where most journeys are going to start. But for the sake of this video, I'm only going to do it on a desktop computer. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, okay, they've got these main services here, and we'll probably create campaigns for each one of these services, and maybe add groups or campaigns for the sub-services. That's another topic, but the main thing we're trying to do is we want to make sure that when we bring visitors onto the website, they got a good chance of converting into a sale or inquiry. But before I go into this, one thing I'd like to do is test the page speed of the website. So I'd open up a new tab and just use a simple tool like PageSpeed Insights. And what you can do with PageSpeed Insights, actually another thing I've noticed here, it's gone to a totally different link. I'm not sure at what point in time, because we started off from one link and now it's gone to a totally different link. So that's something to bring to their attention, because ideally we want to keep everything within the same domain name. So even though the website looks the same, it has gone off to a different link totally, which is a little bit worrying. I'm not really sure what that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the original website, which is eicr.co.uk, and I'm going to do a PageSpeed Insights check. So here's the link, PageSpeed Insights. Click on here, and I simply paste the link into here. And the main thing I'm looking for here is the page speed on both desktop and mobile. So give it a few seconds just to do whatever it needs to do. It could take typically up to about a minute for it to work out what it's going to do. Okay, so there we go. So what this is showing me on a mobile, the performance, this is the main metric I'm looking for. So it's got other metrics like how good the SEO is, your best practices, accessibility. This is one of the key ones that I'm looking for, the performance. So what it's showing on the mobile, its performance is exceptionally poor. Over here you've got some guides that what it should be. It should be like 0 to 49 is really poor, 50 to 89 is average, 90 to 100 is good. So you want to be as close to 90 as possible. So even if it's 70 or 80, that's quite good. But what it means is that you want a fast website. What you don't want is a slow website, because for every second your website is slow, you're losing a percentage of your potential visitors. So that's one thing to really keep an eye on. And again, so it does give you a bit more information here, which you can always pass over to your developers. So over here, it's giving you more information as to why the website might be slow, or what might be causing it to be slow. Like for example, this here, server image in next gen format. I'm not really sure what that is, but a website developer will probably know what it is. Properly sized images, and so on and so on. So it gives you quite a good breakdown. But you can also then click on desktop and see how the website's performing on desktop. And over here you can see it's 61 out of 100. Again, it needs some improvement. So minimum you need to be is 70 to 80 at least, to minimize the chance of your website failing to convert the visitors into inquiries or leads. So we get back onto the website again, and we've spoken about the form. Now let me go to what we do when we create a Google Ads campaign. Is we try to take people to a landing page. So rather than taking people to the home page, which is probably the worst page you can take people to because it's very generic, we take people to a specific page. So if someone's looking for a service relating to gas safety certificate, we want to take them to a page for gas safety certificates, right? Because what it does, it gives it a better user experience. They don't have to then ship around or surf around to find the information that they want to find. So I want to click on gas safety certificate, and I want to see how well this page is. Actually, one thing I've noticed here now is that the banner, this image, seems to be the same on every page. Again, it's not creating a distrust, but it gives me the impression that this website, they haven't really put much thought behind it. They haven't really got too much attention to detail. So basically, what I would do is I'd probably make sure that every image is relevant to that specific page. So if it's gas safety certificate, make sure that not only have you got the title there, but the image is relevant to that particular page. So now that I've clicked on this page, okay, so they're showing our rates: £69, £10 and £59. And the 1 to 3 appliances, we charge £10 per additional. Okay, fair enough. And it's got a call to action. My immediate inquiry would be that it's £69, but is it 69 including VAT or excluding VAT? Because that could make a huge difference. Some people are VAT registered, in which case they won't really care if you're charging VAT, and somebody who's just starting off on properties might be a bit worried about paying VAT, or they might want to take it into their calculations. So I'd make sure that I've got two prices here, even if it says in small, ex-VAT or inc-VAT or whatever. Try to take out the guesswork from people. And now on this page, take a quick glance down. Okay, I'm not going to talk on about this again, but to me, this page is clearly designed for SEO. They've got way too much text on this page. It's just overly textual. It's like a blog to me. And if I was nobody's going to read any of this. Nobody's going to read it, right? And it's clearly created for SEO reasons, and it's not designed for conversions. So that's one thing that they really got to address. Pages, they need to look aesthetically pleasing. They need to have a small amount of text, use images, use bullet points, use call to action. So halfway down the page, have another call to action. Use diagrams, use images, graphs, illustrations of what the service is. And then talk about the benefits. Don't just talk about this is who we are, this is what we can give to you, but talk about the benefits of, in this case, the benefits of a gas safety certificate. What are the benefits for them? What are the benefits of using this particular company as opposed to any other company? As opposed to just giving a general advice, because this can easily go inside a blog. And if there's pricing, our pricing starts from here up until there. What are your guarantees? What are your delivery timescales? Give that sort of information that a person would want to know, right? But not all this. So break the page up. So it's got small sections, it's got images, it's got diagrams, and it's got call to action. So don't just leave it all the way to the end. before you even decide where to put your call to action. I haven't even clicked on any of this yet, but so I'm going to click on one of these and it takes you to the Book Now page. From the bottom I can see that they all go to the same page, so yeah, wherever they click it goes to the same page. So I'm going to click on one of these, Book Now. Okay, so it's got a Book Now form, but let me just see something else, because this Book Now page needs some work on it, some serious work on it, because it's just too bland. It's not giving. You got to really remind people, like, book your gas certificate now, or what are the steps? I know it says step 1 of 3, but what are the steps, right? So it could be step 1 is tell us what sort of property you've got, like over here. Okay, it allows me to select multiple properties. I'm not really sure about the purpose of that. So step 1 could be select your property. Step 2 is, okay, specify the service that you need. So, you know, put it over here, put like icons, right? So just tell people what to expect when they start filling this in, right? So step 1 is going to be select your property. Step 2 is going to be select your service. Step 3 is going to be XYZ. And I can see again they've got price here, which is good. But again, my question would it be including or excluding VAT? So I'd need clarification on that. And over here, I'd probably expand a little bit more about their services and what to expect from this. So this booking form seriously needs a little bit of work doing on it. So click on next again. It's good that they've got a previous here. Okay, so this client is based in the UK, but they're using a non-UK date format. So this should be DDMMYYYY. So I'd correct that. Select inspection times. Okay, fair enough. But they need to explain here that is this a confirmed booking, or will someone then call them back? Because I would want to know that is this a definite booking, or is somebody going to call me back? So just explain the process here, right? This is it could be that this is a request for an appointment, but not necessarily an appointment, or somebody's going to call you back. It's good that they've got these options here. Let me see what happens. How do you capital H? Small things. What happens if I just click on? Okay, can you see what's happened here? So they allowed me to submit a form, which means that they haven't got any validation in any of these fields. They didn't enter anything, but yet they've allowed me to submit a form. What that can lead to is Google tracking forms as a conversion prematurely. So even though the forms haven't been filled in, we could say, hey, from a Google perspective, you've had an inquiry, but it's an invalid inquiry, so it's got no details in it. So they need to put some validation within here. And even when I did press submit, see, they've said, okay, thank you for contacting us, we'll be in touch shortly. Maybe give a bit more information about what to expect next, when to expect it, and even a call to action here. Say, hey, join our Facebook, or join our Instagram, or whatever your marketing platform is, or so on. So you're not just saying thank you, you're saying thank you, but this is what you can do. Or even, this is an opportunity to upsell your services or cross-sell your other services. So they say, hey, did you know we also do XYZ? Click here to find out more. So a thank you page is super powerful, but you need to take advantage of it to say how it can actually benefit you. Let me take a look. I think the other thing that I'd like to see is an about. Oh, so we've got an about us page here. The about us page has got nothing on it. Again, I'm baffled as to why this domain is staying the way it is. So let me go into this domain and click on About Us. Okay, so over here we've got something. So it's quite a very serious error, because this could lead to your campaign just being totally useless. So serving you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Okay, so what they've done is that they've done really the bare minimum. Really, it's like it's almost like they've filled it in for the sake of filling it in. I know when I want to use a business, I research the business to say, is this the business I want to work with? So you really want to go to town here, giving people enough information as to why they should be using you. Right, really expand on it. This is who we are. This is how we work. This is when we got set up. It's a family business. This is the area that we work in. Our qualifications. So they got these here, but it's the first time I'm seeing these. These should be, plastered all over their website with the necessary icons. Check us out. These are our credentials and so on. Doing business means helping others. Again, put images there. Maybe even show photos of what's happening. So, So I'd probably spend a bit more time on that. One other thing I remembered seeing is, again, apart from the spelling mistake here, if I'm looking for a gas safety certificate, and I'm on this page, why are you trying to distract me with so many other services, lighting, fire alarm, risk assessment? Try to keep the people focused on this service, so you're not distracting them. Otherwise, what could happen is that they could come onto this page and say, oh, they do this as well, let me click on that, let me find out what that's all about. And then all of a sudden you found out, oh, okay, I need to find out about this, and you probably lost a customer. And it looks like every format of their page is pretty much the same. It's been done by somebody who's maybe in charge of their SEO, so they've written every single page like a blog. It's not designed for conversions. So don't distract people on landing pages. Keep people focused. This I'd remove from here. It's not really appropriate to put it on here. And then they got, okay, book now, residential, commercial, or get a quote. So let me click on commercial property. And again, it's taken me to the same generic page again. So I reckon the conversion rate on this website is going to be super low for all the reasons that I've specified. And you really do need to work on this, work on every single page. Google Ads, it's not that, people who say that Google Ads may not work or it doesn't work. It's not because it doesn't work, because it's not just Google Ads. In my book, I talk about the digital marketing success triad. And in order to make a digital marketing campaign successful, you need 3 core elements. You need to make sure the website is bang on. You've got every single item ticked off. So your website, your navigation, your speed, your landing pages are absolutely perfect. Then the second part of the digital marketing success triad is the traffic. So the traffic must be good quality traffic, highly relevant, good keywords, good search terms, and so on. And the last part is the content. The content must be relevant to the users. They must be able to get the information. They must be able to read the content and see, this is exactly for me. Use videos, use photos to tell people why they should use you. Because let's face it, people can go to 10 different websites in 60 seconds. So you need to have that sticky factor as to why use you. Talk about your guarantees, your credentials, have videos to demonstrate, show photos of your team, to show people that, hey, we are a real business. So enough about that. Again, these are things that we look out for when we're doing a very basic website audit. And this is a very basic website audit. We do go into a lot more detail about other technical things, but for the purpose of this video, I don't want to go too technical. The other thing that we do, which is super important, I should have mentioned this right at the end, is we look at tags. What sort of tags have they already got set up? So I've got a plugin here. So this plugin over here is a Meta Pixel helper. So this tells me whether they've got a Facebook tag set up, and which means that they haven't got a Facebook tag set up, which means that when later on they come on to doing more Facebook campaigns, then it'd be great if we've already got some data based on their visitors, who's interacting, their insights, and where people are coming from, their interests, age, gender, and so on and so on. So it's really important that you get a Facebook pixel set right from day one, so it starts collecting data, or a Meta pixel. And what you could do, you could just go to Google and just type in Facebook pixel extension. There you go. And then click on Meta Pixel Helper, and then you can, in my case, you can say remove from Chrome, but that's because I've already got it installed. In your case, it'll say install, add onto your browser. The other thing that we look out for is your tags. and I've got a tag here called Tag Assistant, and it's telling me that I've got no tags already installed. So I was looking around for a different tag, a different plugin, but I haven't got that for some reason. I think I might have uninstalled it when I redid my browser, but what it's showing me is that it hasn't got any Google tags installed. So tags, especially installing Google Tag Manager, it's a way of installing all your codes, like your Google Analytics code, your Google Search Console code, your Pixel code. You can install it into one area called a Google Tag Manager. So it needs the tags setting up, so then we can accurately record conversions and tracking and so on. I think I'm reaching pretty much the end of this this video, so I just want to quickly make sure that I haven't really missed anything out by looking at my general high-level checklist. So again, one thing I've discovered is sometimes it's good to see this menu over here. Sometimes it's good to make it sticky. So when I'm scrolling down, it's disappearing. I personally like a sticky menu, so when I'm scrolling down, it stays on there. So it constantly reminds people about what options you've got available. So this menu would actually stay here. And that's pretty much it for this audit. Again, there's so many other things that we can do in website audits, but these are the fundamentals that you need to get right when implementing any type of digital marketing campaign, whereby you're going to get traffic onto your website. Otherwise, you're just burning your money by not conducting a proper website audit to make sure your website is ready to convert the visitors into a potential sale or a potential inquiry. Guys, if you like this show, please, there'll be first of all, do subscribe to the channel. Do hit that subscribe. Did you like this video? Tell me, did you like the video? Is there any comments that you've got about what I've spoken about? What's your experience about website audits? Would you like a website audit conducting? If you do, get in touch with me. There'll be a link in the description below. At the same time, do hit that subscribe button. Please do hit that subscribe button. Do hit the like and the notifications button. So when I do create new content, you'll be the first to be notified. And if you do want to learn more about Google Ads, there'll be a link in the description below about you can get a free copy of my book called How to Win Customers with Google Ads. The only thing you need to do is to cover the postage and packaging. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you on another show. Goodbye for now.